What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalisa if you are new here, and as I mentioned in my last video, we are headed to Barcelona. Yes, y'all, we are going to Barcelona, and I am super excited to share with you all our recent trip. So to kick off our trip, we had a bright and early flight to Barcelona from Naples. The flight was about an hour and a half, so nothing too strenuous. And as soon as we landed, we headed to our hotel. Our hotel was the Andante. Really nice hotel and centrally located. When we first arrived to our hotel, we weren't able to check in. Our room was not available, but something I did like about this hotel was that while we were waiting for our room to be ready, they had lockers downstairs that we can put our big luggage in. Y'all know when I go on trips, I'm ready to eat. And the first place we were going to hit up was this Mexican restaurant, which was right around the corner from the hotel, and it was on point. Loved everything. And y'all, I have not had Bria's tacos since we have been to Naples, so I was super happy that they had Bria's tacos on the menu. Highly recommend this restaurant. We are in Barcelona. Y'all, as you can see, travel has been smooth but very draining. We didn't go to bed till like 11 last night, so right now Parker is knocked out sleep, which I'm super happy about because we have like a semi-late evening, so I need her to take a nap. But we just checked into our hotel, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the room. So room is extremely tiny, but it will do. Don't need a lot because we're going to be out ripping and running. This is our room. Pretty standard room. I love the fact that they have a pack and play, so maybe, just maybe, we will be able to kick Parker out of our bed. We shall see. Then we have the bathroom. Very, very modern. Hey y'all. Modern hotel. Super cute, super modern. Now, as I stated, our hotel was very centrally located. We did a lot of walking once we were in Barcelona, and again, just to kind of kill some time before we went out for dinner and our evening activities, we walked around, and conveniently, the famous Christopher Columbus statue was literally like a 5-minute walk from our hotel. There is waterfront, and they have a lot of, activities down there, a lot of shops, a lot of vendors, and they actually have a mall. So we did pop in there, kind of see what was going on, and just again walking around and exploring the local area. So after a quick change, we ended up heading back out and catching the subway to head to our first excursion. We used the subway a lot on this trip, and the times that we didn't use the subway, we took cabs, and of course we walked. So our first activity on this trip was to visit Casa Batllo. It is one of the famous houses and buildings in Barcelona due to the well-known architecture. He's done a lot of famous buildings around the city in Barcelona. I really enjoyed this tour. I will say there were a few logistical road bumps that we had to work through, but this is a must-see if you are going to be coming to Barcelona, and I would highly recommend seeing this house at night. One of the big draws about going to see this house is that at night it lights up, and the roof of the house looks like the skin of a dragon, and it's so much better to see it at night compared to during the day. Another thing I loved about this tour was the fact that in trying to add some modern touches to the tour, they really still kept the true essence of the architecture. When you come to Barcelona and you visit a lot of the attractions in the works that he's done, you could tell he was someone who had a mind and imagination far beyond his times. I love the fact that one half of the house, the updated part that was more modern and renovated, it still kept that same essence. So after our tour, it was late and we were hungry. Ended up just stumbling into this Arabic restaurant, and I will say it was really, really good. I will put a heads up though, I would not recommend coming here with a little one. We did not realize until after we sat down and started ordering that not only do they serve food in this restaurant, but they also provide hookahs. So had we known ahead of time, we would have avoided it. Buenos dias, buongiorno, good morning, y'all. It's officially day 2 in Barcelona, and as you can see, I'm trying to get myself ready because we are about to head out early, y'all. I'd like to say yesterday evening was a really good time, but there's some things I want to make everyone aware of. So if you are planning on visiting Barcelona and you have a child, you know ahead of time. First things first is the museum Casa Batllo house. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. That is such a major attraction here, and I would tell anyone it is worth going to. I would just keep anyone in mind, if you have a small child like we do, on the website they tell you that you cannot do the tour with a stroller. When we got there, they accommodated us and they let us do the tour with a stroller, which we're appreciative of. I will say, if you can bypass doing the tour without a stroller, I would recommend it. It's an older home, so the elevators, the first elevator we took was like the original elevator of the home, so it was really small. We have a big stroller, so the stroller took up most of the elevator, so it was just really, really intricate and draining trying to navigate that tour with the stroller. And another reason why the tour was complicated with the stroller was because it's a lot of people, y'all. I say do not miss this house. It's really, really cool. It's really, really beautiful, but everybody and their mama goes to visit this house. I think it's like one of the top things to do in Barcelona. So it was jam-packed in there. Like, we were packed in there like sardines. It was a lot of people. And again, we're moving and trying to navigate a stroller in a house that was built in the early 1900s. So be mindful of that when you go. So another thing for all the parents coming to Barcelona, as I think I've shared before, if I haven't, they eat dinner super late here. In Italy, they don't start eating dinner until like 7. Here, it's like 8 o'clock. The streets are really like active at night. When you pick a restaurant, don't be surprised if some of these popular restaurants don't really accommodate families. There were 2 popular restaurants that I was super excited I wanted to go to, and the first one we went to, it was like a bar, and they were gonna accommodate us, but they were like, hey, all we have is bar seating. You can't bring your stroller in. It's gotta be folded up, which that's not a problem, but it was the bar seating for us. And it was just not accommodating to families, which I was actually shocked, because I felt like if it's the culture and it's the standard here that people don't eat dinner until 8, I just assumed all the places were like accommodating to families, and that wasn't the case. The second spot was like right up the street, but again, it looked just as small that we didn't even try. Next time, for future reference, I definitely will be trying to find spots that are more family friendly, again, to at least accommodate like just spots who get a lot of people who bring their kids. I'll definitely research that, and I would recommend anyone coming to Barcelona to research that before you get here, because what you don't want is what happened last night, where like we're walking around the streets at like 8:30, 8:45 trying to find dinner. Parker's knocked out, and the places we're going to are like well-to-do kids. So either way, great first day. About to finish getting ready, and then we are going to breakfast, y'all. I'm super excited. Like, this seems like more of a like American style breakfast, and this spot has like locations in Madrid and Portugal, so I'm super excited. I'm actually running behind, so let me finish up And we about to get out here, y'all.
So I absolutely love this breakfast place, you guys. It was, like I mentioned, more of a American brunch style breakfast place. It was packed. The food was good. It was a great start to our day. The cocktails were great too. And they even had shakshuka, y'all. It was a really good spot. The main thing on our agenda for day 2 was to visit Park Güell. This is another major site in Barcelona that the architecture Antonio Gaudi was a part of, and as soon as you walk to the front you will see like he put all of his amazing touches on this park. I believe the park was anywhere between 10 to 11 euros for adults, and I believe kids under either 4 or 12 were able to enter the park for free. This park was so beautiful and it was very calming and soothing. It's a really, really big park. I don't even think we saw even half of the park, but it was really, really beautiful. The energy was great. And I say, if you want some good views and pictures of the city of Barcelona, you have to visit this park. And immediately after visiting Park Güell, we decided just to do a quick run by and capture some pictures of the beautiful Barcelona Cathedral. So after all that running in the park and seeing the Barcelona Cathedral, we went to this chicken spot called Dr. Beer and Mr. Fried, and this is a lovely spot. Y'all have to go. This is just like a chill, nice place to get some good craft beer and some good chicken wings. So we took a little bit of a break before we went back out to just walk around again and get dinner. We ended up getting dinner at this brewery. I definitely think if you are a craft beer lover like myself and you just want a nice spot to have drinks before like going somewhere else for dinner, I would highly recommend this brewery. For our final full day in Barcelona, we had an early start. We ended up picking up some croissants on the go because we had our first tour at 9 a.m. at the La Sagrada Familia. This cathedral, oh my gosh, it was so breathtaking and intricate and like full of details, you guys. The cathedral, the construction on it started in like the late 1800s and they are still working to finish it. That's how long it is taking them to finish it. But when you get there, you'll see why. There's so many details in trying to build this cathedral, and it honestly, it's almost like the architecture Antonio Gaudi was trying to depict every little significant event and detail that transpired in the Bible. It was an amazing place to visit. What I loved about this cathedral as well was the fact that he was also trying to not only depict certain significant themes and incidences that happen in the Bible, but he was also trying to infuse that with like nature and how like nature has a connection with the creation of, Christ and the Bible and the beginning of times. It was just a beautiful, breathtaking place to see, and I just recommend anyone visiting this place. Now, as I'm sure you all can imagine, after a early morning tour, we were hungry, y'all. And so we went to this breakfast place called Lotto. And at this breakfast spot, this was reminded me of a traditional brunch spot that I would see in the States. The food was really, really good. I'd like to say for all the brunch and mimosa lovers, you could pay a little extra money and get bottomless mimosas at this place. I did not, but just putting that out there for anyone who enjoys a nice brunch with some bottomless mimosas. So after breakfast, we went to this street, a very famous and popular street, which is called La Ramamba. It has a lot of shopping places and a lot of restaurants. It's a huge strip. We actually walked on the street the first night when we were trying to find dinner. We went to this very popular market that has a lot of food vendors. They actually have a few tapas bars that you can just pop a squat at the bar and like eat tapas in the middle of the chaos of the market. If you're looking for some fresh fruit, some like fresh prosciutto, I definitely recommend this spot. And if you're, looking for a nice little snack, this is a good spot to go. Some of the places that we decided to go to, you could just tell we were very much missing certain things that we haven't had in a while. And brewery and just good brew/pub food was one of them. We ended up getting lunch at this brewery called Güell. Oh my gosh, it was so great. I loved it. The beer was good, the food was great, and the energy was just amazing. Now to close out our final evening, we walked around a little bit and admired some of the beautiful architecture in the city as well as the graffiti as we made our way to our dinner spot. This spot I highly recommend if you're looking for some more traditional, true Spain dishes that represent the country and the culture. The food was good. The energy and the ambiance of the restaurant was very low-key and chill. It felt like a really cozy restaurant. I highly recommend this spot. Every place we went to in Barcelona was amazing. We did not go to a bad spot to eat in Barcelona.
So we have come to the point that we're heading back to Naples, back home. Waiting for our flight right now, but y'all, Barcelona was such a great time. I really enjoyed myself here in the city, and I definitely want to come back. I definitely have plans on coming back. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about some of the places we went to or any questions about Barcelona, again, feel free to ask in the comment section. I will try my best to answer them. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe. We have some more travel plans coming up in the near future. You're not going to want to miss that. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video below.